Hello guys, I am dr.mumtaz and I just finished my PLAB 1 exam in the month of February 2022, and in this video I'll be discussing about the study materials that I used for PLAB 1 preparation and which ones I found helpful. So without further ado, let's get started. Preparation time. So I had 3 months to prepare for my PLAB 1 and I found that to be more than enough. But I had finished my USMLE Step 2 CK just before I started preparing for my PLAB 1. The questions from USMLE were similar to that of PLAB, so that made things easier except for the GMC guidelines that I had to study specifically for PLAB 1. If it is your first time giving PLAB 1 or any competitive exams like that, like USMLE or PLAB, and you can devote about 4 hours per day, then rest assured that 3 to 6 months should be enough for you. Study materials. 3 months before. In the beginning of my preparation, I started with the most famous study material available online, which is PLABABLE. I started solving the questions with the rate of 50 questions per day, and with that same rate, like 50 to 70 questions per day, I was able to finish the question bank, the PLABABLE question bank, in 1 month. Now 2 weeks after I had started solving the PLABABLE question bank, I also started studying PLAB keys and PLAB gems side by side. However, 1 week after starting PLAB gems and PLAB keys, I realized that a lot of information in PLAB keys was the same, exactly the same as PLABABLE, just it was in the form of a one-liner. And so I found the entire process of solving PLABABLE question bank and then studying the same question on PLAB keys in the form of one-liner a little boring. So I stopped studying PLAB keys and just continued with PLAB gems and PLABABLE. PLABABLE question bank is very famous, and there's a reason why. It's the best question bank available. I have no regrets. I found it absolutely wonderful, and the questions were exactly based on the same pattern as it came in the exam, in the actual exam. Also, about the thing that I would like to say about PLABABLE gems is that not a lot of students study that. When I asked my seniors that if they were studying it, most of them said that it's new, so they don't know much about it. There's not a lot of info available about PLABABLE gems, but it's a must try. I found it very helpful, especially for the revision part. It contains a gist of the NHS guidelines and all the information that is available on the QBank in a shorter version and a concise manner. So if you haven't already, please give PLABABLE gems a try. It should not compensate for any of the question banks online, but yeah, just for study. If you are interested in studying a study material before you start the questions, then. So 2 months before my preparation, once I had finished my PLABABLE question bank and had given enough time to my PLABABLE gems, I had just two important things to focus on my second month of preparation. First of all, revise all the questions that I got wrong in PLABABLE question bank and the question that I flagged. Secondly, and the most important ones, was to give as many mock exams as possible and to take at least one big mock before my exam date. My plan for my second month was to take a mock test every 4th day or in a gap of 4 days. In this gap of 4 days, I used to revise my questions, the wrong and the flagged questions from PLABABLE, and every 4th day I used to take a mock exam. So in these 2 months of preparation, the last 2 months of preparation, I was able to finish 11 mock exams before my actual exam date, and there are about 12 mock exams available on the in 3 month subscription of PLABABLE. A month before my exam. So in the last month of preparation, I decided to give MEDREVISIONS a try, just to see if there were some new questions there, and I did find some. I personally recommend solving their recall questions. Even if you don't have time to solve the entire MEDREVISION, just solve the recall questions. It will give your actual scores a little boost. I didn't solve all the questions on MEDREVISION because I didn't have a lot of time left, and second, almost all the questions were similar to that of PLABABLE, and I had already done PLABABLE in my last week of preparation. So I had just 1 week left for my exam, and in my last week I focused on redoing the wrong questions from my mock exams, and the most important thing was to solve one big mock offline. And I had actually, in my entire preparation, I had given 2 big mocks, one in my first or second month of preparation, and yeah, one final big mock in my last week of preparation. One thing that I would like to tell you about big mock is that if you have very little time left and you have time just to solve one big mock, then make sure that you solve the latest one, because there are 2 to 3 questions similar to the big mock on your actual exam. And secondly, make it a point to solve the big mock in an offline manner. Set a timer for 3 hours and start marking options in an OMR sheet, just to give you an experience of the real exam scenario. Following this routine, I was able to pass my PLAB 1 in my first go with a score of 158. Decent enough. If there are 4 things that I would like anybody who's taking PLAB 1 to know, these are the 4 points that I would like them to know. First of all, stick to one study material, one Q bank, either MEDREVISION or PLABABLE. Second, start your preparation with a mock test. I didn't do that, but I recommend it because a lot of my friends did it, and it sort of decides the course of your preparation. Third, please do not wait for you to finish the theory part before you start solving questions. This worked for your high school exams. This won't work for the competitive exams like PLAB and USMLE. Start solving questions and studying the study materials side by side. That will help you prepare better. And fourth, before PLAB 1, please take one big mock, at least one big mock test, and please do that offline. That's it, you guys. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you did, please give this video a big thumbs up and consider subscribing.